What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for you rascals and rapscallions out there. And I gotta say, guys, today is a great day. It is Return of the Living Dead Day. Back at 5:30 p.m. in 1984 on July 3rd, all this mess started. Now, that is the fictional time that everything started to go downstream in the movie Return of the Living Dead. So it's officially kind of a holiday in a lot of ways for fans of this movie. And if you followed my channel for any length of time, you would know this is my very favorite movie. Not just horror, but like my number one favorite horror movie. I absolutely love it. If you've never seen it, I'll just give you a little plot synopsis. We follow two guys that work in the Unita Medical Center. It is Frank and the new guy, Freddy, a younger guy, and he's kind of showing him around. This place holds all types of weird stuff, and he lets him know that the movie Night of the Living Dead was based on a real story, and they actually have these tanks that contain trioxin and these dead corpses that the military kind of canned up. So Frank goes downstairs to kind of show off in front of Freddy, and this tank ends up bursting and releasing all this toxic gas, which poisons both of them and reanimates like the dead corpse, the cadavers, split dogs, even like these butterflies, all types of stuff. And this movie just starts to go downhill from there. Uh, I don't know what it is that makes me love this film so much. It's literally like my comfort film in a way. I think it's just, I mean, what else is there to say when it's your favorite movie? It as a whole, it's so good. I mean, like it's shot really well. I really like the characters. It's got a lot of black comedy in it. Very very dark humor. Obviously, the punk rock soundtrack is amazing. I love punk rock music so much, and I made a video not too long ago about the soundtrack on vinyl I bought in Chicago, just to name off some of these bands that are in this movie, like the Cramps, TSOL, SSQ, Tall Boys, The Damned. Now, this was a time, 1985, where there wasn't a lot of like punk rock music in movies. So, like I said, as a fan of punk rock, I absolutely love them mixing this in. Like, look at these. This is an iconic shot right here. The punks in their car with Suicide driving. I thought it was appropriate to wear my suicidal tendencies hat for the character Suicide, who has one of the most memorable deaths in the movie. But yeah, this one's just really fun for me. It just flows really well. One of the best zombie movies of all time. This is actually the zombie movie that explains that zombies actually eat brains. Before that, they were just flesh eaters and whatnot. But yeah, I know I'm gonna ramble on and on, go left and right with this. I don't know where I'm going with this video because I'm not reviewing it. I just kind of wanted to talk about it. And like I was saying earlier, they release the gas. It reanimates the dead bodies that they have in this warehouse. And in the meantime, we get introduced to Freddy's friends, a bunch of punk rock kids, and they're waiting for Freddy to get out of work so they can find a party, and they decide to go tinker around in the cemetery in the meantime. While this is happening, and Freddie and Frank are recovering, they end up calling Bert, who's another great character, like so funny. He's the owner of the medical supply warehouse. You need a medical supply, and when he shows up and sees what they did, he's absolutely pissed, and he wants to cover this up because it was a fuck up by sending these tanks to the warehouse in the first place, and they're gonna have military cops, everyone showing up, and they might all even go to jail, as Bert says, over this. So he looks out the window, sees his old buddy Ernie, who runs like the mortuary across the street, and they want to take this body that got reanimated in the warehouse over there to burn it and try to get rid of it. But when they do that, it actually funnels out into the clouds and creates acid rain that comes down and goes into the graves and reanimates all the corpses in the ground. And then it's just a shitstorm from there. Like, to be honest, this has some of the best practical effects you'll ever see, but it's not like the heaviest on kill count or gore, in my opinion. I hear a lot of people say it is. Maybe I'm just fucked in the head and have seen like a lot of really gory horror movies, but to me, it doesn't really matter. I also heard somebody say that the characters weren't likable but memorable, which I totally disagree. And I think that's what kind of lends to the lack of gore in a way. I think these characters are, granted, everybody's played kind of stupid. It reminds me of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like they're always just scheming for the next step on how to like get out of a jam. And I like that because not every character in a movie should be the smartest. I mean, the punks aren't stupid or anything by any means, but at least Frank and Freddy, they remind me of like the Three Stooges with their bumbling back and forth, especially when they had Bert make it a three. Three's a company, right? And I love every one of these characters. You have younger kids in their like early 20s, and then you have these older characters in here. And I think everybody kind of lends well to each other and just makes it a fun ride of a movie. Like the pacing in this movie is absolutely amazing. The only thing that kind of slows it down is when they start touching in with the military base, which apparently that was taken out in the theatrical release because it's all explained later. But I don't mind it. Like I said, I absolutely love the music. I love the characters. The humor is hilarious. Like every single step of the way they try to take to solve this problem just makes everything worse and worse and worse. And I don't know. This is just a fun one for me. It takes a different turn on like what the basic zombie movies were. And I'm also not a fan of running zombies, yet this is my favorite zombie movie and favorite movie. Some of these zombies really book ass, and I think it's explained in the way that like if the rigor mortis is set in or not, which I mean there were zombies coming out of the grave that were running. So I mean there's plot holes in this. This is something I do sometimes where I'm like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. But I mean if you really look at the plot and premise, like none of this makes any fucking sense. So I don't know. I absolutely love this movie. Shot well, great music, fun characters, very comedic. Though I don't think the gore is the craziest, it's pretty good. Great practical effects. This guy Tarman right here, one of everyone's most favorite characters. I love Tarman too. Though I wasn't as scared of him as a kid as a lot of people were telling me they were. But regardless, it's a lot of fun. These zombies are pretty smart. They can talk, problem solve, and all types of stuff. Yeah, I just can't say enough about this movie. Plus, I got my little Linnea Quigley autograph right here. Gotta love the Scream Queen. I actually got this from ReturnToLivingDead.com when I bought some shirts. I got a Linnea Quigley shirt on right now. I have 3 other Return to Living Dead shirts, so most of my wardrobe is Return of the Living Dead. I actually have another autograph when I met Tom Matthews at Motor City Nightmares. Here is a photo of me and Tom Matthews. What a nice guy. I just wish James Karen was alive to meet too. I would love to talk to that guy. Like he honestly makes the movie. His comedic timing is everything. And here's my autograph with Tom Matthews, by the way. I had to pick the photo with James Karen because, like I said, I love him so much. I love both of them, especially as a duo. I actually have another autograph of Linnea Quigley, but I cannot show that one on here because it is from the infamous, I can't speak, graveyard scene. So yeah, I'll get demonetized if I show that. But yeah, I just absolutely adore this movie. This is actually, first of all, no excuse not to watch this movie right now. It's on Shudder right now. It is free on Pluto and Tubi, so check it out. I'm looking at you, Hayden. I told you to check this out a while ago. I think you'll really love it. But this is the Scream Factory release I have. It is currently out of print. And this is actually the only slipcover I ever bought by itself from this group I'm a part of on Facebook. Scream Factory buyers, collectors, sellers. I would never buy a slip just by itself because with Scream Factory, if you don't order the movie within the first 3 months, you're not going to get the slipcover. So I had to get the slip. And I got the original artwork underneath. I feel like I have to touch on this release just because obviously I'm a big physical media guy. But like, look at these special features on the back. If it'll focus. This is out of print. It's a little more expensive. I think this goes for about $40, $50, $60. I got it when it came out new. After the 3 months, that is. But well worth it to pick it up. So on here, we have the new 2K scan. We have audio commentary with Gary Smart and Chris Griffin. New audio commentary with actors Tom Matthews, John Pilbin, and makeup effects artist Tony Gardner. Audio commentary with director Dan O'Bannon and production designer William Stout. Audio commentary with cast and crew. I don't even know who that all includes. We have A Decade of Darkness, 80s documentary, theatrical trailers, TV spots, still galleries, zombie subtitles of the film. In our own words, the zombies speak. And then disc 2 is what really sells this, because you're pretty much getting 2 movies. This has the entire documentary that they put out. I'm not sure what it was called off the top of my head. Let's see. More Brains, which is a 2-hour documentary. You can find it free on YouTube, but for the collection aspect, well worth it. On the second disc, we have The Effects of the Living Dead, Party Time, the music of the Return of the Living Dead, Horrors, Hollow Ground, revisiting the locations of the film, Return of the Living Dead, Work Print, More Brains, the documentary I was talking about, Conversation with Dan O'Bannon, his final interview, The Origins of the Living Dead, interview with John A. Russo, The Return of the Living Dead, The Dead Have Risen, Design of the Dead. So this is absolutely loaded with special features, which is another reason to always collect physical media. I honestly can't say enough of this film. I absolutely love it. I know there's so much I'm going to forget that I said, that I want to say, that is. I literally had no plan on what I was going to say before I came on this video, because I'm not really reviewing it. I've already done a review for it. And I just absolutely love this movie, and I just kind of want to wish everybody, a happy Return of the Living Dead day. Like, this movie is something else. I'll leave it at that. There is not another movie ever made close to this. And the significance, the legacy on their impact on zombies, like I said, these were the first zombies that said they were going to eat brains. And it's described in the movies, they don't eat flesh, they eat brains, because brain makes the pain go away. The pain of being dead. So that adds on another layer too. The whole time these zombies are screaming, and they're screaming because they're in pain. That's pretty messed up. That's some pretty fucked up stuff. But yeah, I absolutely love this movie. I had to put Stranger Things Volume 2 on hold because I had to watch this. I wanted to get this video recorded for you guys. And to be honest, I'm kind of thinking about either throwing on the 2-hour documentary in a minute, because I watched pretty much every other special feature besides the commentaries. I kind of want to throw in one of these commentaries, but honestly, I'm kind of in the mood to watch part 2 right now, because that as well, it's not as popular, but amazing. There's 5 of these movies, 1 through 3, absolutely kick-ass and rule. So yes, and look at that artwork. Scream Factory was on point with these artworks and the slips and stuff. They've kind of fallen off a little bit in my opinion, but that's besides the point. More fucking brains, man. I love this movie. I hope everybody is having a good Return of the Living Dead day, good holiday weekend, 4th of July. Let me know in the comments what your favorite moment of this movie is. And I can link down below my Return of the Living Dead vinyl review, my Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2 review. Really need to get a review for part 3 out there, but yeah, like I was saying, hope everybody enjoys this movie, or enjoys it when you watch it. I can't say enough about this film, and I know I'm all over the place, and I probably have no substance or no depth in what I'm talking about. I love it. Honestly, my one gripe about this film is the end, which I know that sounds fucked up. Like, if you blow the finish, like. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I just can't speak, you guys. This is a horror movie where all the bad guys win, by the way, the zombies. So spoiler alert. But yeah, I think you guys should check this out. I apologize for not making a video the last couple weeks. I've just been going through some stuff, which is fine. We're all human, and I just need to take a little break. But glad to be back. I have a little cruise control vlog of my time at AEW Blood and Guts at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit coming out next week for you guys. And we just dropped a episode about The Sandlot on the VHS Days. That's VHS DAZE podcast on Spotify. Follow that on Instagram or Facebook for updates. Other than that, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I just love this movie. I couldn't contain myself. I'm just so excited. And like I said, I might just pop this in again. Let me know what your favorite part of this film is. And if you've never seen this before, I highly suggest you check it out. Yeah, other than that, Blood, Guts, Gore, more brains. I'll check you guys next time.